think that it's a great deal for both parties. It's for us. This one just went very smoothly, went quickly and smoothly, and a lot of common sense. We're going to take it to new levels. It's a very big deal right now, but I think it is going to grow.
You know me, I like to stay in my lane, so let's bring in the professor, co-host of the Big Money Show on Fox Business, Brian Brimberg, to help us break down the key details.
All right, let's do it.
What do we get out of it, and then we'll talk about the UK.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about what we're going to be doing with the UK, what we get. First of all, that 10% baseline tariff, I want you to see that. That is what President Trump laid out for all countries, really, when he laid out the big Liberation Day tariffs. That stays on. That's a clue to you that no matter what kind of deals we get going forward, they're probably going to have that 10% baseline. Now, we'll see, but that's what it looks like. A couple of big things that American businesses get. Look at the tariff rate on U.S. ethanol. That was more like 18, 19%. That comes down to 0 now under this deal. So American sellers of ethanol have more access to the UK market. Wow. The overall average tariff rate for all UK products that we sell to the UK down to 1.8%. And the estimate is that's about $5 billion in new export opportunities for U.S. businesses. So for U.S. businesses wanting to sell into the UK, a lot of things open up here.
A lot of money on the table. But what do we didn't just shun the UK. They got something out of this
right.
too, right?
They got a little bit out of this as well. Of course, it's a deal. So one of the big things they get is on airplane parts, okay? The U.S. is going to sell Boeing $10 billion of Boeing jets to the UK. In return, we're going to take UK airline parts at a 0% tariff. So Rolls-Royce engines for those jets, for example, will come in at a 0% rate. The UK also gets to sell 100,000 cars to the U.S., not at the 25% rate that was in place under the Liberation Day tariffs, but at a 10% rate. And 100,000 cars is about what the UK sells to the U.S. anyway, so they're going to get a better rate on that. And then this is a really big one. Remember the 25% steel and aluminum tariffs? What the U.S. is doing is creating a sort of steel and aluminum union with the UK, and they're saying if you keep dumped steel products out of the UK, you can sell your products to us at a 0% rate. So there's an alignment there on steel and aluminum in particular.